He knew Flynn was lying to Pence. Well, if he knew that then, why didn't he act on it earlier? It raises a whole series of additional questions.
What we're beginning to see is the putting together of a case of obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice, that is the going case up on Capitol Hill being talked about.
Only because the collusion case hasn't been made. I mean, keep in mind, so two of these folks that you just showed, they were talking about collusion this time 6 months ago, but there's no evidence of that, so now they pivoted to obstruction of justice. It's an interesting legal argument.
What about the legal argument? Alan Dershowitz says you can't make it against the president. Other people say they point to Nixon and Clinton and the political case that's made in impeachment. Where are you on the obstruction of justice?
I would say two things. I think the chief executive can obstruct justice. I would disagree with Professor Dershowitz. I just think it's really, really hard when you have full pardon power, plenary pardon power, and you are the chief executive and can direct what is and is not investigated. Also, Brett, keep in mind, this is the same president who said he liked Bill and Hillary Clinton and didn't want to see anything bad happen to them. Is that obstruction of justice? Are the Democrats complaining that he weighed in and tried to influence a decision with respect to them? But the obstruction of justice, remember, that started being discussed when Comey had these memos that he said he made. I've read the memos. I've read every one of Comey's memos. They would be defense exhibit A in an obstruction of justice case, not prosecution exhibit, defense exhibit A. If Comey felt obstructed, he did a masterful job of keeping it out of any of his memos.